At the third, we will share the different types of wallet and actually what are the different kinds of wallet and what are the different types of wallet, like hardware wallet, software wallet, and then watch only wallet, multi-sig wallet, brain wallet. What are these? I'll definitely share it with you. Apart from that, how to ensure the security with your blockchain wallet, how to make sure that your wallet and your blockchain hardware is at most security. Then the seed storage security, and we have done some destructive test to keep your seeds like that private key, the seed uh, in physical seed storage security devices. So we'll share some of that. And then a very wonderful topic would be DIY, do it yourself, how you can implement your own blockchain system, how you can create your own wallet. All of the crazy DIYs will be there. So let's begin with the blockchain transaction, just like yesterday. In figure 1.0, there is a blockchain wallet which can download and upload the blockchain ledger from the internet using the network or the blockstream satellite or the traditional internet, right? Whenever a new transaction is signed, it is broadcasted amongst the nodes. These nodes synchronize with each other, and then this transaction is being validated over a period of time by the process called mining. Okay, so once the miners mine this particular transaction, it goes to the verification on blockchain and the blockchain is created. Now, if you look further inside, there is a cell. See, whenever there is a transaction, there is always more than one party, person, or institution involved, a sender and a receiver, right? Now, a sender always gets the data from the receiver, their public key, their amount, their public address or public key, what is the main intention of transaction, all of that data they will get, and then that will encrypt by their public key. The receiver's public key will be used to encrypt the data, and to sign the whole transaction, sender's private key will be used. So here we have a digital signed signature that goes to the hashing algorithm, and then with that particular public key, respective public key, the transaction will be decrypted, signature will be validated, and then receiver will get the money. So this is how the whole blockchain transaction happens. Now, what are the blockchain wallets? Because we know blockchain, it is a chain of blocks which contains data and all, but what keeps it running? The nodes and all is fine, but what initiate the first blockchain mechanism? So the initiator of blockchain is always the wallet, because there is always have to be some system that should broadcast the transaction and add, into the blockchain system. So wallet has a first phase of blockchain transaction, which is receive the blockchain data, update the wallet, update the ledger, and then fetch the transactional data, sign it, and broadcast it. So blockchain or cryptocurrency wallet is a software program that enables user to buy, sell, and monitor the balance for their digital currency. If you are involved in any exchange or trading platform of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other cryptocurrencies, then it is must to use a blockchain wallet of any type, right? Unlike the traditional pocket wallet, the blockchain wallet do not save cryptocurrency. Just like I said yesterday, just a quick revision, that whenever they say, hey, you know what, I have a wallet of Bitcoins, I have a wallet of Ethereum, that means that you have a software program or a hardware which is encapsulated amongst, with the blockchain protocol, which can update the ledger, sign it, and broadcast it. It does not really carry your blockchain token or Bitcoins, right? Because Bitcoins are saved with the nodes on the public ledger called blockchain. It is never saved in your wallet. So that is a fraction between the traditional wallet system and the blockchain wallet system, because blockchain wallet never ever have any penny of your crypto asset. So that's it. So they always keep a record of the transaction related to the currency, and store them on the blockchain. So every blockchain wallet contains two things: public key and private key. Uses unique keypad generation mechanism, which is used to authenticate outgoing transaction and generate the receiving address to accept the cryptocurrency in the respective wallet. All the transactions which are kept on blockchain requires a valid key signature to digitally sign the transaction and authenticate it to be broadcasted with the updated ledger on the blockchain. A wallet must manage all these essential functions like generating the key pair, generating the transaction, signing the transaction, broadcasting it, updating the ledger into the blockchain. And moreover, I will illustrate what kind of wallet mechanism is there. There are two kind of wallet mechanism. Wallet are just wallet. They do same, but some wallet are saving their key online. So that is also referred to as a hot wallet. Some wallets, they prefer to save the key offline. So that is cold wallet. So hot and cold is nothing but the way the wallet stores the key. If the key is stored offline, that means you have a cold wallet. If the key is stored online with the server, that is a hot wallet. So the best part about the hot wallet is it is highly accessible. It is every time it's connected to the internet. But the downside of it is highly susceptible for the attacks. You can hack it with so and so 0 days attack, man in the middle interception. A lot of things can happen while using the blockchain wallet online. So I must not prefer that. At the other side, it's an offline wallet, it's a cold wallet, it's highly secure because no one have your key online, you see, but it is not connected to the internet. So it's really less commutable. It's less, your funds are really less accessible if you have an offline wallet. So now let's learn about the basic wallet functions and features, like what wallet has to offer, right? So basically the first feature is synchronization with blockchain. Just like I said earlier, I'm really sorry to be redundant, but I have to clear that out. Blockchain wallet always synchronizes with the blockchain ledger to keep an updated record of users holding and transaction data set. So for say I have 10 Bitcoins in me and in my wallet, and I sent 2 Bitcoins to ma'am, right? So now I must have 8 Bitcoins in my wallet. But generally what happens is if I do not connect to the internet and if I do not update my ledger, right, then I may not get the updated amount. I may not be able to get the updated input and output. You see, so because of which it will create the havoc in the system. So always blockchain wallet has to connect to internet just to do one thing, to get the synchronization from the blockchain ledger and to broadcast the transaction which user signs. So that's what it does. So it does not just keep a copy of the ledger, but also broadcast the signed transaction by the user to blockchain ledger with the use of network. The network can be internet, intranet, the blockstream blockchain satellite. Yes, we have it right now. Anyone can use that particular thing. Or it can be radio wave frequency. Mr. James Loop already came up with this technology to implement the blockchain and broadcast it in internal network with the use of radio waves. So that's really wonderful innovation. And why these kind of things, why we have blockchain satellites, why we have blockchain internal network apart from internet. Internet is already enough for us. But the problem is whenever there's a, DEFCON protocol where there's war, there's a really emergency situation in the nation, your rupees, the dollars, yen, euros, anything can fall. But only two things will remain liquid will be gold at number one, and second will be the blockchain assets. Because blockchain is really immutable, you see. Even if government or any other malicious people shut down the internet, it's not dependent. It has its own sovereign satellite system called again blockstream. Apart from that, you can also broadcast it with the use of radio waves, which no one can generally technically diminish or block. So that's how immutable the blockchain is, and that's how I'm a big fan, and that's how I can say with pride that I'm a crypto citizen. You see, so now apart from that synchronization with blockchain, your wallet also generates the key pair, the very essential part of it. With the ECDSA, elliptic curve cryptography, your blockchain wallet can generate the key pair with the use of entropy, the random entropy. So what is this random entropy? You see, the random entropy means, um, for say I'm to guess any number from 0 to 9. For say I guess number 5, right? Now in the next cycle I can guess number 2. Now I can guess number 9. So there is no logic to it. It is totally randomized. My guess is totally randomized. There is no particular calculative or decisive logic to it. So if I further enhance my guess and make it to 2048 characters or 4018, whatever, I mean, I can extend to that length of that particular character, and I can generate this random characters like 10 to 9, A to F, capital, small, some of the symbols and all of that. And all that randomness, the whole silo, whole pool of randomness is hashed and calculated in a mathematical function with the use of ECDS elliptic curve cryptography, and then your private key will be derived. So this is how the key pair is generated, and from the private key, the iteration and hashing function will generate further public address. Now, with that public address, if you calculate that public address, you can also generate public key from the public key, you can generate the public address to
Hello.
shorten the,
Hello.
span of it.
Sorry to
Hello?
disturb you, sir. Is it
Yeah.
blockchain wallet functions and features PPT is going on?
No. Yes, it is a
Uh,
blockchain wallet. Yeah.
Functions and features PPT is displayed on my screen. Is it right, sir?
Just a minute. Functions and features. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Okay, fine, fine. No problem. You can
you
continue,
thought
sir.
you thought I got lagged,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You
yeah,
thought
yeah.
my screen got lagged.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. But we all set
Can,
now. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
so now
So,
continue.
uh, sure. So basically, with this random entropy, right? Your key
Sir,
pair is
right now
generated.
PPT is not displayed, sir. Right now.
Wait a moment. So sorry for interruption, my friends.
Okay, fine, fine. No problem. You
Yeah.
can start.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, fine, sir.
Is it
Yes, sir.
visible?
No, sir. No, sir. PPT is not visible.
If it is not visible, let me disconnect this again. Okay. Now, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Your screen is there, sir. PPT. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You can
Yes.
see the PPT, right? So sorry
Yes,
for
sir.
the interruption. Let's begin.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, the wallet can generate the key pair. Key pair consists of private key and public key. So with the particular private key, you can actually sign the transaction, you can authenticate. So now what I was about to say is with this random entropy, right? Once you derive the private key with which you can derive the public key, and with public you can derive the tiny bit of public address to protect your anonymity and your privacy. So basically that's that. Now, apart from the key pair, right? Generally, one wallet can generate multiple key pairs and store multiple ledger inside, right? And it can host everything in the same software application. Apart from that, now the third function of the blockchain wallet is to perform the transaction, receive and send. It's very simple. Mostly all the blockchain wallet have these kind of functions. If it's not watch only wallet, generally this wallet have the receive and send both of the functions. So what it does is whenever it's synchronized with the ledger, right, it will fetch the inputs and outputs, and then it will use this particular private key and sign it on the name of the receiver's public key. So that's how you can receive and send. It's very simple. Now, the very wonderful feature I would like to share is exchange and swap. So some of the wallet, right, can exchange their crypto asset. So for say you have bitcoins and you want to change it for stable coin like DAI or Tether, right? If you want to swap your crypto asset, if you want to exchange, some wallet provides internal functions to do that. And that is also known as atomic swap. Atomic swap means um, in the traditional system, the centralized system, you have to give me something and then you have to wait for me to acknowledge that and give it back to you. But in the atomic swap, what happens is there are two peers. They want to swap. Both will put their asset on the atomic swap protocol, and the protocol itself is. So it's wonderful thing. Like you need Tether and I need bitcoins. So we'll go through the atomic swap protocol and everything will be swapped according to the chain. So basically, that is really wonderful feature that some of this wallet like BISQ also offer. It's a decentralized platform. So it's really wonderful. And the best part of atomic swap and interchain exchange swap is you don't need to share your private key. You see, whenever there is a traditional exchange application, you have to send your bitcoins or share your private key, and then this will happen. Here, you don't need to do that. Both will feed the system into this transaction, and then this will swap both of the assets, so no one can get scammed. This is really ultra secure system, I must say. Now, these are different wallet platforms. Like you can say, what kind of wallet platforms are there? What are the different, platform that I can host a wallet? So you can host it on a hardware. You can host it on a software. And there is another thing called paper wallet. And I'll share what paper wallet is. Just a moment. Yeah. So a hardware wallet consists of a USB pen drive or, mobile phone devices or a laptop, dedicated laptop, which is just used as a blockchain wallet. It is a ASIC. It's called application specific use case. So hardware wallet can store your private key and public key database online. And the best part about the hardware wallets is they have highest compatibility with web interface, with the laptops, with the different devices and the blockchain platforms. To use this wallet, some of them wallet, you have to connect it to the internet enabled devices, enter the PIN or some kind of authentication, and then confirm it. Since all the currencies are software stored offline, the hardware wallets are the most secure option available as per now. Generally, what happens is in the hardware wallet, right? It is a standalone device and act as a wallet. Some wallet may have internet, some wallet may not have internet. But the major difference is that this particular hardware wallet requires, just like I said, it requires internet only in two occasions. On the first occasion, where it has to synchronize the whole ledger. In the other occasion, where it has to broadcast the transaction. So for just that instant, you can use hardware wallet. And you may have a question in your mind that, hey, if the hardware wallet have internet, then how it is unhackable and how it is so secure? I'll tell you the functionality, how the hardware wallet generally works. I'll tell you. So basically, when the hardware wallet is given an internet access, it will download the latest ledger of the blockchain. Once the ledger is downloaded or synchronized, I can say, what hardware wallet does is it will separate the online and offline element within that hardware wallet. And then within that offline element, in the offline sandbox environment, it will fetch the transaction detail, sign the transaction. So your transaction is signed offline. Your private key is not exposed online, right? Once the transaction is signed, the private key will be encrypted or destroyed according to the functions of that hardware wallet. And then that particular signed transaction will be broadcasted. So it is really wonderful that how it separates both of that things. The other part of it is a paper wallet. And yes, you heard it right. It is just a piece of paper, you see. So that particular piece of paper has two things, a private key and a public key. So the private key and public key is just printed on the paper and it cannot have any diversified functions. Like it just can receive without the intervention of any other hardware or software. It can receive it. It can definitely receive the funds because it's not the wallet which receives the funds, the blockchain. It will just show you the barcode. But if you want to send your asset or sign the transaction, you require the intervention of hardware or software wallet integration to the paper wallet. So paper wallet cannot be used as a standalone wallet to transfer funds and send a transaction. It literally requires integration with hardware or software wallet. Now let's move to the software wallet. And before we move on, see, can you see this? This is a hardware wallet. This is a ledger hardware wallet. So even this some hardware wallet, right? They are standalone wallet. They can, they can be used without the intervention. But this particular wallet, this ledger, has to be plugged into the mobile phone or the computer. And once I plug this in, then I will be able to operate it. So this works as an authentication device. So now let's move to the software wallet. Software wallet is very simple. In your desktop, in your laptop, in your mobile phones, you can install the wallet application and then that will work just like hardware wallet, but it is not dedicated to only Bitcoin transaction or any other cryptocurrency transaction. It has many more features apart from just the wallet functionality, like buy, like sell, all of that, extra recorded functions. The limit of the software wallet is very simple. That for say you have a laptop and you have installed the software wallet in your laptop, right? If your laptop is damaged, then what? The funds are not accessible, right? If you lose the access of your that particular software, it's deleted, the malware can happen and it can get hacked. So these are the things, because your private key is definitely stored in that particular device, which can be, definitely sometime at some point, if there is any zero-day exploit or there is new system integration, it may get hacked or intercept. So that's why I literally do not recommend the people to use software wallet. You can have software wallet, but that's only watch only. To just see, you just need to download the software wallet, and there's a wallet called Samurai wallet. Samurai wallet. and that Samurai wallet will just feed your public key. So if you just feed your public key, there'll be only watch only wallet to just see whether you have received the funds or not to complete the transaction, but never to feed the private key in the software wallet because it is really hackable wallet. So yeah, now just like I shown you earlier, the hardware wallet, these are the different hardware wallets. The first one is a treasure, the second one is a ledger, the third one is a keep key, and fourth one is Alipel. And trust me, my most favorite wallet is Alipel because it's I can say it's a standalone wallet. It does not have any requirement of computers or the phones. Yeah. Whereas one, two, three, these three wallets does require the computer to operate. Now the hardware chipset plays really crucial role because when there is a hardware wallet, right? What about if this is a hardware wallet and if someone steal this wallet, what's going to happen then? And my funds are secure or not? That kind of panic I was thinking about, and then I further done my research and I found that Treasure, Ledger, and KeepKey, they both have STM32 chipset, which also means that they can be easily exposed to the leak of the data by reverse engineering the hardware. So these are good wallets, but I cannot say that it provides the military graded high security if it is physically stolen. Whereas Alipel has fully encrypted hardware and software chipset, and it's really ASIC. It's really not so open source. So it's really, it's really tough to reverse engineer that particular thing. And if it has a SIM card within it, by just SIM card, you can just create a panic mode and erase your data. So to make sure that your blockchain assets are not stolen. So now there are two kind of wallets: air-gapped wallet and non-air-gapped wallet, like full stack wallet. Treasure, Ledger, and KeepKey. These three wallets are not air-gapped wallet, and I'll tell you what is air-gap means. So for say, this is my wallet, you know, and this is my computer, okay, or any other online device. Now, to operate one and two and three, this three wallet, I have to connect the wallet to my computer or mobile phone device. Now, when I connect this wallet to this particular device, this device is exposed, and multiple things can happen. Exploits can happen, man in the middle interception can happen, uh, password forgery, tampering can happen. A lot of things can happen in this field. So these are not air gapped because these have a direct or indirect communication, and without which it cannot conduct the transactions. So what to do? How to make an air gap system? That's where the LPAL comes in. And apart from the LPAL, you can also make your own air gap system by having one system just to download the ledger from online database of blockchain, and the other system just to sign the transaction. And with both of the system, you can air gap it with the use of cameras and displays. So for say this will generate a response code, a barcode. This camera will just scan the barcode, so it already got the transaction details. And then whatever signed transaction it has, the transaction will be represented in the QR code. This will also scan the QR code, and this how the data will be transferred with the visual medium. So to make sure that there are no malicious attempts happens. So this is one of the most secure way for you guys to do it. How you can make your own air gap system. And this LPL is yes, it's definitely air gapped. Now, anti-tampering feature is it can self-delete the data in two or three. Does not self-delete it if it's tampered. Yes, LPL also self-delete the data if it is tampered, the circuit is exposed or what. Now, these three are not waterproof, whereas LPL is IP65 waterproof. So these are the different hardware wallets. I do not endorse to any brand, neither I say that you buy this or that. These are just the brands which are really good and market, in this market, they're the industry leading. Let's move to software wallets. Well, not all the software wallets are, bad. I cannot say that all the software wallets are not good or you cannot use a software wallet. Definitely, there are some wallets like Bitwill, one of ours, Atomic Wallet, Exodus, one of the best wallet, Bitcoin Core, the legacy wallet, the first wallet where Bitcoin system was introduced, and the Coinbase. Now, the Coinbase is the online wallet. Bitwill, Atomic, Exodus, and Bitcoin Core. These four wallets are offline, so it's a cold storage, where Coinbase is a hot storage. means your cryptos are kept in their server. It's a big no-no for security aspect of it, but it's good though. It's if you have really less amount, you can trust them, but if you have big amount, trust no one. Verify before trusting. That's what the blockchain teaches me. On the platform, we have PC, Mac, and phone. Some of them are for PC, some of them are for PC and Mac, and Coinbase is everywhere. We have a hashtag mechanism for tamper proofing. Other three does not have any tamper proofing mechanism. Yes, Coinbase do have mechanism like us. Yes, we are air gapped. Atomic is not air gapped. Exodus is yes air gapped. Bitcoin Core is also air gapped. Coinbase, unfortunately, nope, they are not air gapped. And we support blockchain of Bitcoins and Ethereums. The other wallets support Bitcoins and other altcoins as well. So let's switch to the paper wallet. Now, this is what you see is a paper wallet. And yes, the public key and private key, everything is exposed. But don't get too excited. This does not have any Bitcoins on it. So please do not invest your time scanning whether it has the funds or not. Just joking. So this is a paper wallet. On the right side, you can see the private key. And on the left side, you can see the public address, means a public key. So this is what it looks like to have a paper wallet. It is just like a Bitcoin check, you know. So this private key part, generally, when you receive the traditional paper wallet, it is folded to encapsulate and to, keep the secrecy of this private key. And the public key is there, so you can just scan the public key and transfer the funds to it. Now, once the wallet is generated, just to receive funds, the public key is to be shared with the payer. But to send the cryptocurrencies from this paper wallet, it requires hardware or software-based wallet to facilitate the transaction signing and broadcasting. Very simplest way to send funds from the paper wallet is to scan the private key to your hardware or software wallet or import the wallet. Upon the successful import, user can send the funds, basically. The pro of it is software, wallet is like, it's a software dependent and you really don't know what's going on with that. Possible intrusion can happen. The pro for the hardware wallet is really wonderful. It's a hardware, but again, you haven't manufactured that hardware. You haven't wrote the firmware of it. You don't know what's going to happen if you are literally paranoid about the security. The best pro about the paper wallet is you have generated it offline with a set of open source script, offline open source script with a clean OS. So no one knows what key pair you have generated, what nonces you have, what entropy you have kept, by generating this paper wallet. So your paper wallet is 100% anonymous and it's ultra secured. I must say that. The cons is every time, you need a hardware or software wallet intervention to send transaction, to sign the transaction. To receive, you don't need anything, just this particular barcode. But to send it every time, you will require the hardware or software wallet. So there's a dependency, And the most, troublesome thing is it's a paper wallet. You can, put it into some lamination or so, or you can just print it with the piece of metal or something. But again, it has some environmental factor to it, like it's prone to fire, water damages, chemical damages. So that's how the paper wallet is. Not really much I can say secure in terms of there is less physical security, but at the core the digital security is highest level. So let us see how to generate the Bitcoin paper wallet. There's some DIY, so let's get a bit excited about this. So there are two websites, Bitcoin paper wallet and Bit address. I'll open both of them, and by doing such thing, I will also share what are the different types of wallet. So see, like I told you earlier, right? There are random entropy. Now this is online. I'm generating this wallet online, but there's a GitHub repository. You can generate it offline too. See, so if I move my mouse pointer, you can see this random hex. See, can you see the random hex? This random hex is an entropy. I can also put the entropy like this by entering a random character in this form. See, 100% random entropy is generated and Bitcoin address with the new public key and private key is generated. It says that Ethereum phishing. Okay, let it be. See, it is just like this. Generate paper wallet and keys. See, once again, we'll put the random entropies. We'll put whatever numbers are there, or we can just skip it. Let the system decide the random entropies. So again, the new wallet is generated. So it contains a public key and private key. So this is your paper wallet. You can print the paper wallet like this, and here you go. You got yourself a paper wallet. So this is the easiest DIY. Now, in the paper wallet or in the wallet as whole, there are different types of paper, wallets. Like this is a normal paper wallet, or I can say it's a normal blockchain wallet, right? But now there are different wallets, like a multi-sig wallet, a bulk wallet, I can say a brain wallet, a split wallet, a vanity wallet, a paper wallet, different wallets. So this is a single wallet. Okay. Now let's go to bulk wallet. Means I can say uh, I can generate any wallet, like from the bulk, from the same kind of entropy, using iterative entropy. I can generate like 10 wallets. So I'll just put this thing, generate 10 address. See. And also there is a BIP39 Bitcoin Improvement Protocol 38, 39, whatever it is. I can put the password here and encrypt it. So my password will be 123. Okay, I'll generate it. See, it will take some time and it will generate the public and private key. You see, so this is a private key, this is a public key. So it's really wonderful. And these are the indexing. So it's a bulk wallet. Now, what is brain wallet? You see, so the brain wallet means the entropy is your passphrase. So whatever I type into this will become my brain wallet, like cat, dog, fire, fighter. Okay. So see this. This is my see. Whenever I've entered the passphrase, this work as a salt, or this work as a grain, and on top of it, it will generate the whole public and private key pair. Let's do one thing. I will put the grain as 120. I know, right? It has to be strong passphrase. So let's say, okay, let's see. I've literally kept the random thing. See, another thing's generated now. If I go back and put the same cat, dog, firefighter words, will I be able to generate the same thing? Yes. Every time you insert the passphrase, it will take that particular thing as an entropy, and based on that calculation, it will generate, based on the SHA-256 passphrase algorithm, it will generate this mechanism. You see, this is a compressed address and this is a non-compressed address. See, private key and Bitcoin address. So this is a WIF format, by the way. If you want to compress it, see. So the thing is, with the brain wallet, right, it is really good, and I can say it is somewhat secure, but there are people, like I'll share large Bitcoin collider. See, this is one of the project LBC, and there is another project .keys .lol. So these projects are currently, what they do is, with the brain wallet, with the passphrase, they have the whole directory. They have whole directory of the possible word a human can, uh, you know, think of. And with that, they will try to collude it. Like they will try to generate an amount of random addresses by these kind of passphrase from the dictionary, and we'll check that any wallet has any Bitcoins on it like this. You see, they will generate millions and billions of Bitcoin addresses, these guys, the keys.lol. So why I'm showing this is to make you aware that one should not use this particular wallet without having any other grains to it. Just passphrase won't work. If you have email ID and password, the bit higher, the bit big string, then it's fine. But generally in the brain wallet, this happens. You see how many of them are generated. You see, it's quadrillion. It's a really big thing. So the problem with that is these automations will keep on generating the Bitcoin wallets, and then if somehow your randomness and their randomness will collude, then your funds will be jeopardized and your funds will be stolen. So that's why this is really less likely to be used. But now let's come to the vanity wallet. So what is generally a vanity wallet? You have to generate the key pair. You see, this is step one, the public key, and there is a private key. Now you have to put your part of public key and the pooled part of private key, and then you can calculate it. You see, your vanity Bitcoin address, the hex, and WIF to shard it down. That's a vanity wallet. What is a split wallet? Okay, let me give you a wonderful example. You own a company or you have a family, right? In either case, there are more than two people involved. Like there are 3 to 5 people involved, right? Now, I can say that, as I mentioned earlier, we must not trust. We always verify. And blockchain teaches us one must not trust with their assets because it's anonymous. You don't know who will, take the funds out. There is no KYC involved. So for that solution, there is a split wallet. Means if you have 3 to 5 people or more people, right? What you have to do is, for say there are 3 people. These 3 people, A, B, and C, they decide that let us generate a multi-factor wallet with which any two of us can unlock the funds. So A, B, and C, if C is outside, A and B can generate, they combine their key and generate the private key. If B is outside, A and C can do that. If C is outside, if A is outside, B and C can combine their public key and, private key and generate the original public key and sign the transaction. So this is what a split wallet means. Now, we can say that minimum share needed to combine two means the first column says that how many people can unlock and decrypt the key. So 2 people amongst how many? 3. So generate. You see, the first thing is a Bitcoin address. This is a Bitcoin public key, which can be useful to receive the Bitcoin address, the Bitcoins, I can say. And see, blockchain is totally different. Bitcoin is just a use case of blockchain. It's not the blockchain at all. It does not represent the entirety of blockchain. Blockchain is really mightier than just one Bitcoin. But I'm taking the example of Bitcoin because it's widely accepted and it has more resources like this to it. So that's why. So this is a Bitcoin public key. Now this is 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 shares. Now if I combine any 2 share, like let us combine this first share and space combine another share. Okay, let's see how it goes. Combine shares. Oh, this is the private key, you see? So by just 2, the private key is unfurled. Now let us combine the third share. And let me delete the first one. So now there is 2 and 3. See? The same private key. But if I make any changes, see? Error. So that's how it's secure. Now let me make another thing about, see? Nope. See? It's changed, entirely changed. Do you see? See, it's entirely changed. This 4 letter entirely changed. If I change this particular thing, see? So if you do not have the particular shares with you, you cannot unlock the private key. You cannot literally infer the private key. Like now, let's put 3 in here, 3 amongst 5. Okay, see. So there is public key 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shares. And now you at least need 3 shares to combine. So now there is a share 1 space share 2. Let's try. Does it generate with 2 share? Nope, it does not. So you will require a third share. Any share, it's fine. It's very asynchronous, so you don't need to have 1, 2, 3 in the line. See, you got it. Now, if I delete the first one, and for say I take the third one in here, then also it will be generated. See, same result. But if I add just one character, the whole new different thing happened. So this how split wallet really works. It's really secure. It's really wonderful. Now the wallet details. So if you have single wallet and you have this private key with you, you can play with all sort of it. You can change the format of this particular wallet into the hex and have WIF and the other formats of it. You see, you can also encrypt it, by the way, if you want. And I would highly recommend you to encrypt that. So WIF, WIFC, hex, B, 64B6 mini, BIP38. All of these different formats are there. See, so basically, you know what? Whenever you feel like that you have a split wallet, right, like this, right, and this is a combined private key, you can just copy this key, you see, and then you can verify whenever you generate wallet and you have private key. I must say that you verify it here, that the public key, private key, everything is okay. The private key is just like this, or is there any characters missing? If it shows invalid private key, like if I add like this, see, it will show invalid private key. So before going further with the transaction, always validate your private key with the bit address, or it's even open source tool from the GitHub repository. You can just download it offline and always generate these things offline. Do not use the internet for generating these things online, because whenever you do it on internet, just like we did, the main problem is you don't know if there is any surveillance, if there is any man in the middle. We don't know that. So for that reason, we would prescribe to secure it offline. So let's switch to the business. So this was the paper wallet. We have generated it. We know the pros and cons. Now I would like to share how to deploy the wallet securely. You know, first of all, verify the authenticity. Means from whatever source code you are downloading, if you are generating yourself with the software wallet, always verify the authenticity, whether the source code is authentic. Audit that. Second thing, if you are buying it from online, if you're buying the hardware wallet online, verify whether is it authenticated or not, whether it has a seal or not. Because every hardware wallet comes with a factory seal. If it's unboxed, if it's open, highly it's tempered. So do not use that. Do not entertain that. Always verify the authenticity of the platform or the wallet that you use. Second thing is, for software and hardware wallet, check the firmware, source code, and hash. It is really must. So if you purchase a hardware wallet, right? The firmware which is written on that hardware wallet, always they upload the source code of it to make sure that there is no tampering happened. So always check that. Other thing, if you are miner and if you're mining it, and if that generates a Bitcoin and you're storing that in the mining rigs blockchain wallet, then always keep that network under the observation. Always observe the network. Second thing is, verify the seller. Suppose you're doing the online trading, right? So always verify the crypto seller or buyer. You have to verify that to make sure that no one can scam you. How many trades they have done, what is the online reputation. And one of the best feature is, you can go here to passport.io. Sorry, my bad. You can go to passport.io, and here you can see, you can generate your own blockchain ID. And once you generate your blockchain ID, there is a verification, there is a transaction, how many transactions you happened, and your trust score. So with the trust score, you can definitely get the idea that whether the seller is genuine or not. And apart from this, there are other platforms like I can say Paxful, then local Bitcoin. These are the platforms. See, oh, I'm already logged in. I have some coins in it. So basically, you can check my portfolio and you can see whether I'm verified or not. Or you can check anyone else's portfolio like this, and you can see whether is he verified or not. See, you have done more than 100 trades, 17 trusted verification out of 20. So this how it's a verified. So this how you can check to conduct these things online. You know, No, it's a packs full. It works like that only. You can just put your things that how you want to buy or sell, and then you can verify the seller. So always verify it. Okay. Now, always check for the physical alteration. Whatever product or services you get, check it if it is physically tempered or not. At the last, always secure your asset in a cold storage. Always secure your asset with the air gapped, because you never know. If you put it online, you never know who have your data access. So to make sure that no one can access your own private key and take your funds out, always keep it air gapped. What are the mnemonics? Because you already taught about the public key, the private key, and all of that. What in the heaven is a mnemonic, right? So basically, a mnemonic phase, or the recovery phase or Bitcoin seed, a list of word, a pre-designated word which can store all the information needed to recover the Bitcoin wallet. A wallet typically generates a mnemonic backup phase and instruct the user to write it down on the paper or digitally. Upon the loss or damage of the respective wallet, you can input the seed into new wallet and recover all your old keys, all your crypto assets. The English word list of BIP39 contains 2048 words. It's a dictionary of 2048 words. And to order to crack a 12-word phrase, it would require figuring out around 2048 raised to 12 is equal to 2 raised to 132 possibilities combination under a shield of 128-bit security. So the longer the phrase, the number of possible combination becomes exponentially harder to crack. Now, I'll tell you, yeah, but we have supercomputers, we can do this and that. But I'll tell you one thing. Well, there are 2048 words, right? The 2048 words. And for say, if you have a 12 phases like 12 seed, or you have a 24 character seed, right? Now, this 24 character has to be very synchronous, one after the other, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has to be synchronous. So once this body, decision, painful, space, bloom, all these characters, right, in figure 1.5, you can see the seeds. If any of them are swapped with the sequence, like mirror is 11th and dance is 12th number, 12th seed. So if I put dance in 11th position and mirror in 12th position, it's not going to work. So I have to put all the combination in the exact respective order, right? So that's how, because of this order, the derivation is literally really, I can say cumbersome and non-predictable, that you can't predict it with the set of computers. Now, there is wonderful thing that people are making like a hardware storage for the mnemonic seed. So one of which, my favorite is a crypto tag, block plate, and bitkey card. Bitkey card is again just a piece of paper wallet kind of thing, piece of metal. But number one and number three, crypto tag and block plate. What are these? These are just the titanium-based metal storage device with which you can put all of these seeds, and you can literally put the numbers or the characters into these particular devices. I mean, you can just literally, hammer down by using that particular assembly that they give you, and then you can secure it. So what I told you about the paper wallet was, paper wallet are highly susceptible to the fires and all of that, right? But the crypto tag and all of these guys are not, basically. And the reason being said, they are really, I mean, hardware material, they are metal material. Some of them are titanium, and then the best pro is it's more sustainable way to back up and secure the seed. But the cons, if the metal plate is stolen, then all your crypto holding will be gone, because it's a human readable. So the physical layer is a vulnerable secure. It's not secure, it's really vulnerable when it comes to security. The solution is, you can always just cipher the mnemonics and save it on the plate to ensure only the user, the rightful owner, can read it and no other person can. So like I said earlier, you can, for say here, this is your private key, right? So don't put the same private key into your mnemonic seed. You can encrypt it by BIP protocol, and then you put the encrypted phrase on this paper, on the seed storage, the physical plate. So only you know the password of it, and you can then decrypt it by using some tools online that I showed you, like bit address. Now, we have also done some stress tests. Stress test means, how the metal seed storage can sustain. So what kind of stress test was happened? I mean, because this the main thing is, the main heart of the whole topic today is blockchain wallet. That's how I'm showing that what are the best way to keep it secure, to keep it backed up, and that's why I'm showing this thing. So please don't get bored. Yeah. So first stress test was happened as a heat. You know, we kept a 2000 Fahrenheit, around 1093 Celsius flame on it. You know, other thing was a corrosion with some acid. We left it for 12 hours until it, the bubbling ceases. So to make sure that our security, because blockchain is going to be the future, it's going to be the mainstream, we have to make sure that where we keep our fund, where we keep the backup of a fund is ultra secure. So that's how this much stress has happened. Even we have crushed it to make sure that our thing is literally impeccable. So these are some grading system, overall grades, heat, corrosion, and crush. So different things. So you can definitely check these things. I will definitely add the link on it. Here you have the link. If you click this link on the presentation. Now, the one of the wonderful topic I would like to cover with the Bitcoin wallet is the Bitcoin ATM. So, some of the wallet, when you go to the Bitcoin ATM, the ATM can print the paper wallet at some time. I'm not saying that these are the very secure wallet, but they print the wallet for you if you do not have a wallet. So if you go to any Bitcoin ATM, here currently I'm in United States and currently I'm in Chicago. So here we have, I guess, in my periphery of area, I have more than 19 Bitcoin ATM. So I can just go there, put my cash into it, buy the Bitcoins, or I can just put the Bitcoins and get the cash. So that's how it works. Some ATMs are two-way, some ATMs are one-way, and it literally serving the real need of crypto to fiat conversion and acting as a bridge of best of the both worlds, you see. Now, let's get to the funny part of it, DIY Studio. It's a do-it-yourself blockchain project. So first of all, you know how to generate your online wallet, right? We have already shared that. Wait, let me put it here. Let me open the link of Cryptally. So apart from all of that bit address, this is our side of wallet system. You can generate the address over here. See, public key and private key. And this is ultra secure. You can also download the GitHub source code. You can verify the transaction. Whenever the signed transaction has happened, you can verify here. You can also sign the transaction by putting your private key. And again, I'm prescribing you not to do it online. Keep an offline copy of this particular thing by going to the GitHub and download it. The other thing is broadcast the transaction. Already signed transaction is there with you. You can just put the hash in here, paste the hash and broadcast it. So it will broadcast the transaction for you. Now the part comes where there is a wallet. And this is the wonderful wallet, I must say. Why? I'll tell you. This is just like a brain wallet, but with better entropy, and I'll tell you why and how. So for say a gunman comes to me, hey Jay, open your wallet and transfer me all the Bitcoins. What am I going to do? I have to open my wallet, right? To make secure all of these systems that any brute force or any malicious actors cannot make me open my wallet and know how much I have and transfer that, I have created this thing. So you have to insert your blockchain, your credentials in here or any random email address. For say, my original email address is test@bitwill.com. Okay, this is my email address, and I'm putting password QWE123, and then the 3 symbol. Wait. So I've put the password right. Now it will ask me if I use a SegWit instead of the regular address, what kind of address I need. There are different format to the address, P2SH, BAC32. So I can use either of that. It goes to the same blockchain. So it's same iterative process. See, by putting my credentials, yeah, it's loaded. So by putting my credentials, see, this is a SegWit address. I've generated it. It's a BAC32 and it's a legacy. I must prescribe you to use a SegWit address. It's a different mechanism to generate the same wallet, but SegWit address have a less fees involved when you transact. So when you press this key button in here, see the private key is shown. So this is my private key. I can say I'll just paste the private key here just for the record of it. So this is my private key. Okay. Now I will go back. I will just log out from here. Okay. Now I will again put my email address for say test@bitwill. And now the gunman comes in and say, hey Jay, open your wallet, right? So rather instead of putting my original password, I'll put the other password like 120. You know, let's see how it goes. Oh, it's generated. So it will not say that you have a wrong password. Rather, whatever user ID and password or email ID and password you'll put, it will take that as a nonce. It will take not a nonce. I can say it will take that as an entropy. And once the entropy is there, it will calculate your input and convert into entropy and generate the key. Now, you know that this is the original private key. This is a fake private key. So even if you brute force me, I will create two wallets. One is a panic wallet. One is a easy, original wallet, which I have all the funds. In the panic wallet, I'll just keep my $10, $20. Hey, you know what? I just have $20. Please don't kill me. Just take the $20. So when it comes to the panic situation, because in United States, anyone can carry a gun with them. It's a law. It's their Fifth Amendment and all of that. That constitutional right to carry and bear the firearms with them. And even in India, the policeman kidnapped a person and extorted the bitcoins. To make sure this does not happen, we have created something like this as a countermeasure. So you can insert the fake keys, and here we go. Now, at the point I insert the original credential, my original wallet will be generated. See, here we go. See, the private key is here. Oops. See, this is a private key. This is a private key. You see, everything is same. So like this, you can be very deceptive, very anonymous to make sure that you secure yourself from the malicious actors. So this is the other wallet that I have. So this is all about the wallets. Now, apart from that, what is a DIY block? Yesterday also I've shared this. You can create your own blockchain node. So you can go to this website, follow this, and you can generate your own node. You have to have the Raspberry Pi with you, see, this will give you the whole presentation, how you can do that and how you can get into it. You can have your own coin node. So you have to have your Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is basically a hardware device. You can also have an Arduino, or you can have a Jetson by NVIDIA, or any other, very lightweight chip-based solution, or chip-based single computational device. Or you can also use your computers as well. If you have any spare computers, you can convert it into the blockchain node. Now, yesterday I conducted that blockchain tutorial in which the question was raised: how can I make your own blockchain? How one can make their own blockchain. So this is the link for that. How anyone can build their own blockchain. Okay. So first of all, you have to set up certain environment, because there is a Python, there is a Solidity, there are different fabric on which there are different language on which the blockchain can be created. So before you get started, you have to go through some of the prerequisites, set up the environment, and follow this process, follow this code, set of code. You can definitely, and this is already set it up in Python. So you can just see the source code in here. I've already added the link as well. See, this is a source code. You can fork the source code. You can install the Python. You can follow all of these techniques in the GitHub, and you can create your own blockchain. Yes, it is not a rocket science. It's really easy, but you have to understand the whole entire concept of it. And whenever you ask me the question, whenever anyone asks me the question about creating their own blockchain, you have to understand that blockchain consists of certain things like creating your own blockchain node to see and keep a ledger of that, copy of the ledger, to create your own mining setup system, to create a Genesis block, and then the wallet. So these are certain aspects to it. It's not just the blockchain, but there are components which makes a blockchain. So this is a set of code. I think these are every step is very self-explanatory. That's why I'm not investing much of the time, you know, to explain these kind of things. But it's really, it's step by step. It's just like we have spoon-fed you to make sure. And because yesterday, madam told me that student really wanted to know how to create their own blockchain. So here we go, a step-by-step instruction on this, and do follow this particular HackerNoon website. They are one of us, and it's really wonderful innovation. They'll share a lot of things in here. Now, apart from making your own blockchain, what you can do with the DIY, you can use your own Bitcoins to transact, share it. So here, see, they accept payment as Dash, PayPal, Litecoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, all of that. So you can use your crypto to buy the gift cards. And that's what I meant by being a crypto citizen, that if you have a Bitcoin wallet or if you have any other crypto wallet, you can just buy the gift cards. For say, currently I'm in the United States. So I can buy Amazon.com's gift card. And from Amazon.com, I can pay my bills. I can do anything. Yesterday, I've shown that earlier. I want to buy a boot. I want to buy shoes or any flip flops. I can just buy it from Adidas. I can buy food from Domino's. From Home Depot, I can buy the furniture for myself. Uber, Walmart, anything and everything can happen with this. And again, I shown you earlier with the propy, you can purchase a property with the Bitcoins. You see. So now that's why I always, when a funny guy asks me the question, how may I pay you? And I say, hey, pay me in the Bitcoins and all. That they ask me the question, why don't you care about the money? And I say, yeah, you know what? I don't need money. I don't want money, and I don't, keep money because Bitcoin is a self-explanatory. It's a wonderful thing, You can buy the property from coins. You can buy a lot of things from this thing. Everything that a man can, possess, they can do it from the Bitcoin. So we really do not need money. In future, it's going to be mainstream. So let's prepare from now. You'll be in the profit because it's currently around, I must say, 19,000 ish, but it's going to get to around 50,000 to 100,000, means 1 lakh US dollars. And I do not want to promote the Bitcoins or anything like that. It is definitely education session, but what I would like to share as educational purposes is all the economy of fiat is generally the inflammatory. It's inflation economy. For say 5 years ago, you could buy so little things with 100 rupees. Today, after 5 years, you can't buy the same things because of the inflation, the rates getting higher. To make sure that does not happen with the citizens, Bitcoin came into the place. And now with the Bitcoins, right, it's deflative economy. All the time, block is halving, the block reward is getting half and half and half, and it's going to be so scarce, and it's going to be so rare resource in future. And that's why, and if you check the past 5 to 10 years, the US dollar, which is the strongest economy of the world, US dollars value is decimated by 99% against Bitcoin. Just like Indian rupees against US dollar. Indian rupee is 74 times weaker than US dollar, and US dollar is a couple of times weaker than pound. Just like that, any fiat currency is hundreds of thousands of times weaker than Bitcoin and gold. Definitely, gold is the base of the economy, but Bitcoin is a really wonderful thing. Now, the last part of DIY, that is mining. How one can mine, you know. So this is a nice hash, and see, there are a couple of ways to mine it. There is a miner gate and all of that, but this is one of the best. I can say that you can do it. Apart from purchasing the miners, apart from buying your own hardware miners, you can mine it and get some Bitcoins in your wallet by getting some profit, mining profit of it. So you can download the nice hash miner into your computer. You can run it for a while, 24/7, and it will mine it for you. So this is a really wonderful thing, isn't it? You can use all of that link which is mentioned in the presentation. So I rest my case, my lord, and thanks for tolerating me. If you have any question, feel free to ask. I will be more than happy to uncover anything and everything. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
Any question from participant side?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Hi.
Yeah, hi, I'm Snehal from Mumbai.
Hello, Snehal.
Actually, I want to know so many things you've told about bitcoins and all. Really, it is very interesting. But the thing
Yes.
is, if one want to start with deal with bitcoins, right? Suppose I'm
Okay.
interested in it, but
Perfect.
really I don't have basic knowledge about it. I don't have that domain background that how to deal with
Agreed.
bitcoin, how to
Agreed.
transact or something like that. So there
Exactly.
is any to get to know the details, because as you have mentioned, so many vulnerabilities are also
Yes.
there. Obviously, to take
Yes.
care of all yourself and to start with deal
Yes.
with Bitcoin and all, are there any, standard, not exactly standard, but any prerequisites that one should go or one should refer to? At least you should know this much about before
Yes.
starting transaction with the Bitcoin. So any
Definitely.
any guidance related to that?
Yes, I would be more than happy to share that, dear. And thanks for asking this question because just like you, a lot of people have the same question that, Jay, you know what? You got yourself into the Bitcoins when it was $135. Earlier than that, it was just $13. And from there to this journey, what you have learned and what you can prescribe to us that can make us involved, because just 3% of the population is using the cryptocurrencies, and not more than 3% are using this thing. So I would be more than happy to do it. Yes, it is very simple. See, there are some steps to it, and definitely note down this, and I will also share it with the amongst the presentation. Andreas Antonopoulos. This is an entrepreneur, and this guy have a channel on the YouTube that very layman language he will teach you what is the Bitcoin system, how to get, because it's not your domain. It will give you a broader spectrum to understand, how easily understand what is the thing, what is the process of it. And the other thing is James Loop. See, loop.net. This is another a very wonderful resource. You can get yourself educated by this thing. If you go here and see the interviews, presentations, articles, you can get a lot of things in this. So these are two links I will definitely share. Even I will edit the presentation just for you guys, and I will share these links for you. Now, apart from that, let's talk very upfront that how one can start with the bitcoins. There are Coinbase, Zappay. There are different Bitcoin service provider with which you can buy the bitcoins. Apart from that, there is a local just a minute, local bitcoins with which you can buy the bitcoins. So whenever you buy the bitcoins, these are the providers which you can at least trust, because it's a billion-dollar company, not going to scam you. Second thing, once you are buying the bitcoin from their wallet to your wallet, what to do? First of all, see, generating a Bitcoin wallet is very crucial part. So if you do not want to take the risk, right, you can buy one of these guys. See, I'll show you this. This is a Ledger wallet. I think you can. This is a cheap also, like $50. So you can buy this Ledger wallet. You see, I'll
Yes.
further up the brightness. See, this is a Ledger wallet. So you can buy this wallet, install the software on your phone and the computer, connect this, and then this will step by step, this will generate the secure code for you, secure private key and public key for you, to make sure that you don't get hacked or something like that. If you do not want to spend for the Ledger wallet, then what you can do is there is a wallet called CoinOmi, COIN, Coin OMI, CoinOmi, Exodus. These are the open source wallet, very wonderful, trustful wallet. Samurai wallet, then Bitcoin Core wallet. You can just download the wallet and then follow the step. Even wonderful Electrum wallet. This is the most trustful wallet. See, Electrum wallet is wonderful wallet for the Bitcoins. So you can just download it and then follow the step-by-step procedure, and then you can generate the wallet. Once you generate the wallet, share your public key. Now share your private key. Okay, share your public key with the sender, and he will send the coins to you. So you'll keep it in the wallet. But whenever you generate the wallet, see, number one, forget everything. Number one, generate the wallet offline where there is no internet available. After generating the wallet, always back up that phases I told you about, the 12 or 24 phases, the English letter. Always secure that, write it in the paper, or secure it somewhere where no one other than you can reach it. Okay. You can also use that encrypted USB pen drives to secure that, but do not keep their face on online. Always keep that offline. Once you download the wallet, set up the wallet, back up it, then what you should do is always keep the public key handy with your WhatsApp, or save it somewhere. So you don't need to access your wallet all the time. Just share your public key to the one, and then he will send you the bitcoins. And how to check whether you have received the bitcoins or not? So first of all, generating the wallet, that is cleared, right? Or not? Perfect.
Okay. Yeah,
Now,
yeah, sir.
second thing, yeah. After generating the wallet, go to the blockchain.info or any other blockchain, block explorer, and from here you
Okay.
put your public key into it. So once you put your public key, I mean, sorry, I inserted the private key, but once you put your public key, right, you will be able to search the whole transactional chain of custody. So if I said, hey, I gave you 5 bitcoins, now how will you get to know whether I have given you 5 bitcoins or not? So suppose this is your public key. If you paste your public key here, you will definitely be able to see that what is the final balance, how much you have received it, how much you have sent it. Okay, so you will be able to check it. Now, once you receive the funds, always check that whether the transaction is confirmed or not.
Okay.
Confirms, yeah. Here it will show whether it is confirmed. See, they have done totally 88 transactions. So for say, if I go back, just a minute, see, this is unconfirmed transaction. That means that it is not yet mined. So not mined means it is a genuine transaction, but the block is not being mined, and the miners are not telling that this is a correct, genuine transaction. So until the block miners tell you that this is a transit, they'll give you confirmation here. So at least wait for 3 confirmations. Suppose you have to pay me $10 and I'm giving you Bitcoins, right? Once I give you Bitcoins, wait for three confirmation in here, then only pay me and go out. Otherwise, you'll be scammed. I can double spend and cheat you up. So these are the tiny bit of things that you have to take care of while trading and all. And then I must say that if you really are worried about the finances and all, then generate the Bitcoin wallet, keep a public key with you, and then whatever your finances are, at least invest 10-15% monthly to make sure that you are on the both side, because you already have fiat. You may have we Indian may have gold with us, but what about the blockchain? What about the blockchain asset? It's going to be huge in the near future, right? So we have to make sure that we keep that also. So these are some of the prerequisite. And at the last, at the core of it, just make sure that you do not trust anyone. Always verify everything, and do not let anyone see or disclose your private key. So that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions, you can ask me.
Yeah, one I want to ask from the student's perspective, being an
Yes.
faculty, often as in it is very emerging domain, and generally
Yes.
students hesitate to opt for this one, to opt for where they have their generally they hesitate to for it being considered that is really very difficult or maybe it won't be feasible to.
Mm, yeah.
So can you some basic domains or basic applications with which we can start with, at least we can motivate student to opt for this particular domain if they are really interested in.
Yes. Wonderful. Yes, 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 for sure. I'll give you a hands-on example. You see, create ERC20 token. So just search it. See, I'll tell you. So what you can do is, so in the blockchain, right, there are two things: testnet and mainnet. Mainnet is the real world, where you use the funds and all. But you will also have the Bitcoin testnet. See, Bitcoin testnet. So what you can do to get their interest is, just you can deploy. See, I'll tell you. You can go to the GitHub and then fork the Bitcoin source code. You can create your own token, or you can also create ERC20 contract. It's really cheap. It's going to be there within $50. You can create it. You know, ERC20 contract by yourself. Even you can search for some videos in the YouTube that how you can create your own ERC20 contracts, and then tell the students that I am Miss XYZ, and then I'm giving you the free blockchain token. How about that? Apart from the banking system, you can bank on it. So create the immersive experience for the student. Let them download that Ether wallet. Let them download the wallet. Give them the free tokens, and then give them some kind of incentive to get involved into this. And then step by step, for say, don't create a very niche smart contract. Just create a smart contract of ERC20 in the Solidity platform, which can just send and receive, and that has a basic ledger system. Then you can fork the Bitcoin source code, and then let tell them that, see, forget about the blockchain's complexity. This is the open source mechanism. These are the open source documentation also, and James Loop has already provided us a lot of things. Even the Andreas Antonopoulos have done that, but Loop is going to be the best, I think, for you guys to see for the resources and all. See, if you put the resources, there are the classes and all of that, so you can refer these things. And you can tell student two things. First of all, by creating that immersive experience, and once they get used to the blockchain, they'll definitely get more interested into this. Second thing, tell them that for every 24 companies, there is just one blockchain developer. You see, PHP developers, they're peanuts. Like, they're everywhere. Ajax, all of these, JavaScript, all of the other language developers are everywhere. But blockchain is very niche, and our basically Indian government need it more than anyone else. Like, blockchain
Really?
can be used in the defense department. Blockchain can be used as a service in the voting system, in the financial system. It can be used in the
Yes,
education system.
yes.
So there are very niche use case to the blockchain. So tell them about the technology, and tell them that it is not even complicated. Once you get to know the basics of it, and once you use these things, in the daily life, you will become that. So yeah, I mean, this is how you can get them excited, by giving them free tokens, showing them what it is. And the other thing, tell them that, see, there is a train going on. If you don't catch it, you're left behind. So you can play with the fear, because it's reality. In just 5 years, you'll see the blockchain adaptation like anything else. Our Indian banking system, like Axis Bank, already started using it. Citibank already started using it for the internal transaction. So they will left behind if they don't, use the blockchain. So you can
Really.
tell them that kind of things, and I think they'll be motivated if you show them some of that video as well.
Sure, 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 sure. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it
Anything,
is a pleasure.
anything questions? Anything questions from participant side?
Hello,
Hi,
Yes, sir.
hello, sir. This is Ranjay from NIT Sikkim.
hey Dhananjay, how are you doing today?
I was going through your website and Bitwill wallet, right? So
Yes,
I
sir.
just wondered, I just wondered that whenever you have suggested that some student can create their own wallet, so can you
Yes.
give some insight on what kind of security protocols you have used in your wallet, and
Oh yeah,
somebody else who
I'll
are
give you a very
willing to
simple
do
thing.
that can
Yeah. I'll
can
tell you very
implement?
simply. First of all, never ever generate your wallet online. Although I'm saying that it's my wallet, also you should not generate the wallet online. Get the offline copy of it, and then the source code is very open source, so you can check it. Now, this has the encryption mechanism. So just like SHA-256, we are using the same protocol and the same Bitcoin core mechanism, which are accepting the nonces. Sorry, not nonces, but the entropies. We are using the same entropies. Now, there are two kind of entropies. First of all, there is a random entropy that system can decide or user can feed in. And then it will combine with the hardware set of entropy and then generate the wallet. So this is the most secure, wonderful way of doing it. A second thing is when it comes to the very higher amount of funds that you have more than, you are a crypto citizen, just like more than 500 Bitcoins you're holding, at that time you have a fear that, if someone comes to me, if someone knows that I'm a Bitcoin holder, they comes with me with a gun and all. So for that, we have created a brain wallet with which there is a two column. In my wallet, there's a two column. Like first column is an email address, second column is a password. So email address and password will be having the cat function. With that cat for the whole cat function, the whole string of it will be hashed it, and then that will be used as a primary entropy. So that entropy will go through that SHA algorithm, and that entropy will derive the public private key. That private key will calculate further and hash into the public key. So that's pretty much it. Like it's very open source protocol that we are using, and you can also audit it to make sure that you're secure by your side. And if it's online generated, it's very. I mean, there is 1 in quadrillion chances that it's highly predictable, unless you are using 1234 ESA, any like that predictable password. See, never use predictable password and never use the original email ID. You don't
Hmm.
even our wallet, right? Our wallet does not
Get to
depend on
chest
your email ID.
farmer.
You see, it's not dependent on the email ID. You
Get to
can
farm.
you can have any
Get
kind of email address
to
and
chest.
then feed any kind of password out of your imagination, and then you can generate it, because email address and password are just the random entropy. They are not connected to the real email address or password, so don't worry about that. Yeah, I hope that
Okay.
answers.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, anyone
Anything,
anyone has
anything
some
more
any question?
questions? Any questions?
Right. ठीक है. Next, Bhushan.
Hello, anything questions? No,
Any
sir.
more questions, my
Actually,
friend?
sir, this is my question from my side.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
Post आणि गेट
hello.
मध्ये काय डिफरन्स आहे?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Darshan, sir.
There's
Yes,
some
sir.
noise. Yeah,
Hello.
there is some noise coming from the background.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Darshan,
Yeah,
sir,
yeah,
you
please
are
ask.
asking question.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Sir, this is my question to
पोस्ट
you.
मध्ये हाईड
Till
केला.
Yes.
date, how
ठीक
many
आहे.
bitcoins is created, sir? Till
Okay,
date,
just a minute.
ठीक
Hold
आहे
on.
डिफरन्स.
how many
Just a
bitcoins
minute.
generated?
Just a minute. Hold on.
Total, how many bitcoins generated?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
साईज मध्ये काय
Yeah.
Yes,
डिफरन्स
sir.
आहे का?
Just a minute. Hold on. Am I audible now? I think my
Yes,
video
sir.
is.
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Size of the data
Yeah.
that
Hi.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
the
So
server.
till
Uh,
this date,
sir,
currently we have a
आहेत का?
circulating supply.
गेट मध्ये लिमिटेड साईज
Can
डेटा
you
तुम्ही
mute
सबमिट
the
करू
microphone?
शकता.
uh,
It's interrupting.
त्याच्यामध्ये असं लिमिट काही नसतं, असं आहे का पोस्ट मध्ये?
Hello. There is a
yes,
background noise. Can you just mute the microphone?
yes,
Yours somewhere from somewhere there is a background noise coming. Perfect. It's loud and clear. So yeah. So the question is really wonderful. Till this date, what is the circulating supply? How many bitcoins were generated till this date? So I must say that the current circulating supply of the Bitcoin is around 1 crore 85 lakh 72,362 bitcoins. 1 crore 85 lakh 72,362 362 Bitcoin is a current circulating supply. And if you want to check it, how you can check how many Bitcoins are created, just go to the coin market cap and press the Bitcoins. Yeah. So this is the current supply. See, this is the market capital of Bitcoin. This many Bitcoins are existed till today. The maximum supply is this. This is a 2 crore 10 lakh is total Bitcoin can generate. From 2 crore 10 lakh, already 1 crore 85 lakh 72,362 Bitcoins already mined. Okay. So we have very less fraction of Bitcoins remaining. Once they all are mined, the price is going to be huge. I mean, none of that you ask, but yeah, from this particular link, Coin Market Cap, you can check how many Bitcoins are there in the circuit. The point? Perfect. Please tell me.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anything questions from participant side? Okay, I hope participant enjoy the session. Really, now I conclude the session. Sir, really, thank you very much for your informative session. And really, whatever you are presented to us, the information of Bitcoin as well as blockchain wallet, really, it's very nice information is presented by you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for tolerating me. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Have a wonderful time. Signing off. Bye bye. May
Thank you,
blockchain
sir.
salvate you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Now, there is a short break from 12 to 12:15. Participant can join at till 12:15 p.m. The next session is on by Dr. Sudeep Tanwar sir. Thank you.